wake up, you gotta shine with the sun, and here it comes, it's all about early, and I wanna be there.
And we are following new developments at this hour surrounding a 15-year-old Missoula girl who was hit and killed while escaping the Shodair Children's Hospital. Good morning to all of you. I'm Ken McGrath, right alongside Cheriston Bell.
And you know, Ken, police say the teen pulled the fire alarm, ran onto the interstate in the confusion, and was hit by a pickup driven by a Winston woman. The hospital has been closed. Staff now announcing plans to reopen for the first time.
Wake Up Montana's Jessica Watt. She's live in Helena right now. She's at Shodair Children's Hospital. Jessica, when did the hospital make the decision to reopen their doors?
Well, the decision to reopen their doors came Monday morning. We first reported last week that a 15-year-old patient tampered with the fire alarms and escaped from the hospital, and she was then hit and killed on the highway. Shodair Children's Hospital says they have found a solution with the help of the fire marshal to ensure the safety of their patients.
Come up with a plan to relocate the fire alarms in nurses' stations that were located out in the general areas, so it makes it tougher for kids to have access to them.
The fire alarms will be moved in the coming weeks. On Friday, they decided to close their doors temporarily for the safety of their patients and grieving staff. Shodair still has a couple of hoops to jump through in the meantime. ASVAB expects a couple of agencies to do their own investigation. ASVAB says this is a very tragic time for the hospital, but they are all hands on deck to do anything they can to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Reporting live in Helena, I'm Jessica Watts, Wake Up Montana.
All right, Jessica, thank you.
Oh my goodness, it's just awful, but I mean, lessons are learning. So
yeah.
In the meantime, let's send things over to Majestic here. Majestic, if you want nice summer temperatures, you have found the right spot.
You are. You've seen the right spot. We're seeing those temperatures. We're going to continue to see that sunshine as well. I want to show you the 7-day forecast for Missoula and Kalispell. We'll see temperatures about 93 degrees for both. A lot of sunshine today. We have a cold front pushing through tonight, so look at the differences between those temperatures. We'll see about a 10 to 15 degree difference within the next 24 hours. But there's a look at the rest of your week. Temperatures are going to be warm up right after Wednesday. We're going to be back into the upper 60s, low 90s. Still going to hold on to that sunshine though. Good morning to all my friends in Butte and Bozeman. We'll look for temperatures into the upper 80s, low 90s. A little bit more cloud coverage today with the potential of seeing those thunderstorms. I'll continue to track those thunderstorms. I will time that out for you as well. And then we'll talk about those temperatures today as well as the next few days ahead. Guys.
All right, Majestic, thank you. Now, it looks like our friends to the east, that they're finally clear from that heat, but now they're dealing with flooding.
I feel so bad for the folks here because look at this now. Heavy rain causing flash flooding in Pennsylvania. Up to 3 inches of rain fell in some areas, so the creeks rised quickly. Their banks sending fast-moving water into businesses, homes, parking lots. The water also downed trees and moved cars. Some people had to be rescued. Thankfully, though, in all of this, no one is injured.
Now, as we speak, cleanup is underway, and emergency teams, they're out assessing the damage. The Red Cross is working to help those whose homes were destroyed and damaged. Now, they've opened up a shelter at a local high school, and some people, they're still searching for vehicles that were swept into creek beds by the floodwater.
Yeah, cars just got literally washed into the creek and just missing. I have 2 vehicles and both of them are totaled.
I saw the 3 cars that I have move about 20 feet to the left and get turned around 360, all 3 of them.
Well, some roads are still closed because of debris and fallen trees. The National Weather Service calling for the rain to move out. They are looking for partly sunny skies today, so that should help in the recovery effort. Yeah,
and over in Missouri, heavy rainfall caused a lot of chaos. Businesses and homes were both affected by the storms. Several roads are closed right now in Eureka and the surrounding areas. Now, officials say at least 1 car was stuck in high waters in the unprecedented weather event for the city. All right. When it comes to weather updates around the clock, locally, regionally, nationally, you already know we have a whole team working hard to keep you updated on our Montana Weather Authority app. You can get the very latest weather info.
Some changes are coming to parking in downtown Billings in the near future. Members of the City Council voted unanimously to increase parking rates both metered and at the garage. Assigned parking monthly fees will increase to $121. The covered parking monthly fees will increase to $60.50. You see all these on your screen here. And monthly roof parking will increase to $30.25. As for street parking, 2-hour meter fees will increase to $1 an hour, but the city will also add a third hour for street parking at a cost of $2. The city will be rolling out the new smartphone app to help you find those parking spots and pay parking fees digitally. Right now, 2 climbers are safe after rescued from Granite Peak. This after they were trying to summit and slid onto the rocks underneath them. According to a Park County official, the 2 climbers were descending the north face of the peak over the weekend. Park County Sheriff's Office responded with search and rescue for the 2 injured climbers. One of them hurt their leg in the fall. Gallatin County Search and Rescue Alpine Rescue Team was called in to help those injured climbers. Right now, no word on their condition.
All right, coming up on 7 minutes past the hour here, moving to Glacier National Park, where bear encounters have forced several closures throughout the park's campgrounds and trails. Now, right now, the park's hole-in-the-wall backcountry campground, as well as a small spur trail, they're temporarily closed. Now, in a separate incident last week, park officials were forced to relocate a black bear and her cub. Seen here, you're about to see that little cub pop out here from the Rising Sun campground. After the bear showed little fear of humans. You're seeing that here. Now, in an effort to reduce these encounters, visitors, you are asked to keep your campgrounds clean by, of course, securing all that garbage.
Oh, man,
I know,
so
right?
Cute.
Isn't he so cute?
He's
Securing
so
all that
cute.
garbage and food in bear-proof containers.
He's just
okay?
hungry.
Oh, I know,
don't
look at that.
feed the bears,
Yeah,
people.
Don't mess with it. Don't go there. Okay.
The video is so darn cute. Oh my goodness.
All right, hey, we got to get to this health alert right now. 30 states, 30 of them, have reported measles outbreaks, all right? Alaska and Ohio, they've been added to the list. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, all right? Now, the numbers were reported as of July 18th, reaching over 1,000 cases. Now, the number of cases so far this year, it is the largest reported in the U.S. since 1992 and since measles was declared eliminated in 2000. Now, measles can be dangerous for babies and young kids.
A consumer alert, the vitamins and supplemental store GNC has announced it will close 900 stores in mall locations. The company's chief financial officer saying they will likely be cutting the number of stores in the malls by half. GNC has 4,100 locations in the company. Records show that nearly 200 stores have already closed during the first 6 months of this year. Trending this morning, Macy's is facing a little bit of controversy this morning. They've pulled a line of porcelain plates that advocated for smaller portion sizes in a little tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, not because of the message, but because of how it was conveyed.
Okay, so here are the plates. Jokingly suggesting that sizes for skinny jeans, favorite jeans, mom jeans. But this TV host, Allie Ward, she says it's tasteless. And when she saw the plates in Macy's, well, she tweeted out a picture, which led to, you know how it goes in the Twitter world, outrage. And within hours, Macy's said it missed the mark on the product. The plates would be removed from the stores.
All right, now the company behind the design, Portions, has similar messages on its entire line of dinnerware, including bowls, wine, and liquor glasses. Now, its president says that their products, they're really meant as, quote, a lighthearted take on the important issue of portion control, unquote, but I can see how some people would get offended by it.
I can see how some people are offended. Really? Fiona, you're offended?
Fiona's offended. Our producer.
Oh, for real?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah,
so then,
she's a mom.
Yeah.
And
so,
she's offended.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm not offended.
That's
so,
all right. Hey.
You know,
you
don't buy the plates.
Well, I always say it, you may not understand how somebody feels, but you cannot discount how they feel.
I would totally agree with that.
All right.
Fiona.
She feels
Do you need a hug?
No, she's good.
I'm going to go give her a hug. You read the teases.
I'll do the teases still to come. On Wake Up Montana this morning, we are in fire mode as firefighters continue to work on wildfires that continue to burn throughout the Bitterroot National Forest. We're going to have a look at the latest conditions and when mop-up is expected to finish. Plus your forecast. Weather obviously plays a factor in these fires. Majestic Storm is monitoring that. Plus today, guess what? It's the 25th annual Kids Fest in the Garden City. How you can participate in the free summer fun coming up on 11 minutes past the hour.